This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and before us today stands the retro cardback version of Autobot Brawn from the Transformers. This version of Brawn is based mostly on the original toy that came out in the 80s. And I will say this, I think there was one missed opportunity with this one, and I wish they had taken it, and that is they should have also changed the hands into little claws like he had in the original toy. That would have been really kind of a cool throwback. But at least they did give us a different head, otherwise this wouldn't have been worth buying, to be perfectly honest with you. Unlike the Bumblebee, who had the cartoon head still, even though the retro cardback version of that one was also supposed to be based on the toy. And I was always really disappointed by that because I like Bumblebee's toy face better than the regular one, I'll be honest. If we turn them around, we see once again that we have the old artwork from back in the day, and that's when they didn't have tracks colored in the right colors. We got some Dinobots. We got Grimlock all over the place on here, really. It's a world of constant change where things are not what they seem. It is the world of the Transformers, a world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. And they also give us some tech specs here. Brawn, function, demolitions, might over microchips. To Brawn, Earth is a hostile environment, and he loves it. Strong, ragged, agile. Sorry for those not as tough as himself. Well, let's go ahead and open this guy up, shall we? Well, that didn't quite go as planned, did it? Before we get too involved in this one, I am going to bring out the original version of this, released as, I think it was part of the Studio Series line, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, let's get this out of the way. Because as you can see, aside from the coloring here, and that's mostly the green parts that are colored different, the Autobot symbols slightly colored different as well, as in the toy version has like the white silver outline, and I'm still going to go with Studio Series version, just has the symbol itself. The heads are the only thing that is different. And to be honest with you, when I first looked at this, I kind of wondered if the helmet was the same on both of them, but it's not. And according to the toy artwork, there should be a red line in his eyes, but there is not. So again, if we turn these guys around, there's some paint differences here. Actually, the windscreens are also different colors. The Studio Series one has the blue tint to it, and the toy version has the black. There's also the little black square on the hood, and that's all green on the other toy version. The Studio Series version. That being said, let's move him out of the way and finish looking at our toy retro Brawn. His head does not move, apparently. Oh, there we go. We can get a little side-to-side action. That's about it. Also, very hard to get your fingers around to move it because of the little backboard here. But it will swivel, and that's about it. I mean, you can go ahead and do that to look down, but, you know, it's going to kind of be stupid. His arms rotate around. They can hinge outward. He's got a single joint at his elbow, but it does give us a much better than 90. His hands do not spin. They do, however, fold in. And again, this is what I was saying. It would have been really nice if they'd given us the little clawed hand. Although that would also really have been good to have on have a swivel too, so that you could have the claw forward or sideways. But that would have been more accurate to the toy, which I think would have been so much better. He does have a waist swivel here. Obviously, this part is going to get in the way if you don't have it moved a little bit. And depending on how you situate it, you know, you can either have that situated like this or kind of fold it in like that a little bit. It's not a big deal either way. Move his arms up. He can kick forward that far. He can kick back only that far before his butt gets in the way. He can kick out fully super high kick. Also kind of do the splits, but he's leaning forward when he does it because of the backpack. Kind of looks like he's taking a Duke right there. We got a single joint in the knee. It does not do a full 90 degrees, however, but it's close. And, whoops, I just broke him. This is why I mispinned in joints right here. Okay. We do have an ankle tilt, ankle rocker, as you were, to help you with the posability and standing up and stuff like that. Because everybody wants their Transformer to stand up, right? Again, he looks really good in backpack mode. He looks really good in robot mode. The backpack is kind of large, but it's not as gangly as, say, the original toy was, which I don't believe I have that one. I might actually have the Outback version of it, though. I guess I'll have to look. He does come with one accessory, a gun. And this is the same one that the toy came with. They're all toys, stupid. It's the same one that came with the original release. For transformation, let's see if I can remember how this goes. And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret here. I actually recorded a transformation review of the original one way back when, and I think that's back when I didn't talk at all during them. And I somehow managed to cut myself while I was doing it, so there was blood everywhere. But anyway, let's see. We know that's going to have to move. These go down like this. Oh, yeah, this, I think. Oh, shoot, those things fold out. That looks like window parts. I think. This thing has to spin. There we go. That one spins around like that. Oh, okay. Then his head goes back in there, I want to say. They painted that like, oh, yeah, that needed to be painted because it was flipped around the other way, wasn't it? Duh. So we need to fold his hands in. So this is going to have to go like this. We got to rotate that down because this whole thing has to fit into here like that to make the window complete. Like so. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's a tab and a slot there, so those two must go together like that. I'm kind of wondering, though, because there's these two slats in here, but I don't see anything that attaches to them yet. And actually, there probably wouldn't be. Okay, so we've got them this far. This is where I like to kind of do that whole... It's almost like a mech from Macross. So we know his legs need to open up. The feet probably come together because they have that ability. All right, so here we're at this. We've got... You know, it is kind of funny because this is basically how the legs were in the original toy. All right, I think we need to turn that, fold it that way. Wait a minute. No, we need to fold it in like this. Like this, or like this. No, shit, that's wrong too. Oh, stupid. Waist swivel. Remember that. There's a waist swivel. Now we can turn it like that. So the feet are going to slide into there, presumably. Same thing on the other side. Whoops. Feet did not go into position there. Feet that way. And then remember his little dookie. Try to get that lined up too. We fold down his dookie inside. And boom, we have a vehicle mode. Now, actually, I want to say the original Brawn did not have a tire on top. That actually is Outback. And then you can put the gun in there, and the whole thing swivels, the tire included. The tire comes off, too. So you could have him like his regular original toy thing. His wheels are just pegged on, as you can see with those joints there. That's ugly, ugly, ugly. You're ugly. On the bottom, obviously, lots of robot kibble. You're not going to mistake the undercarriage of this one for anything but a robot in disguise. You know, I swear to God, what I want to do one day is, if I ever have the money to do some ridiculous shit with a car, I want to make the bottom of it look like a transformer. So he rolls okay, not great because of the way the wheels are on there. If those were pinned down, I think this guy would roll like a champ. So I'm cheating a little bit because I have the other Brawn in vehicle mode sitting here as well, just to show off the vehicle mode. Sorry. The overall on this guy, though, he's not bad. I like him. If you want the toy accurate version, he's a good choice. If you missed out on the first one, which I'm not sure how you did because I think it was pretty easy to get. But, you know, maybe you weren't buying him then either. He's a good replacement. Color-wise, I actually prefer the toy coloring more than the cartoon coloring. I kind of like that brighter green over the olive green. Though, as far as being a, like, military vehicle, the cartoon version does look more accurate. But I have to say I prefer the head sculpt on the animation version. Also, because they didn't give us clear windshields, I don't mind the black tint windshield because that's also something that people do. But I do like and appreciate the fact that this guy does not use any clear plastic on him and they just painted everything. That is how it should be. I'm sorry for those of you who actually like when there's a clear window. You know, back in the day in the 80s when they actually put like clear plastic and attached it to the regular plastic instead of having it be painted over, it was fine then. It even looked good then. But in today's modern toys, it usually looks like shit. So I would prefer everything to be painted nowadays. The only real complaint I have about the toy version is that they didn't remold hands to give him the claws like he has in the artwork and his original toy had. If they'd done this, I think it would have been perfect. But I do hope you enjoyed this look at our retro card back Brawn based on the original toy from the 80s. And if you did, please feel free to transform that like button. And if you want to hear more of my nonsense in the future, please subscribe. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.